Hey, pickers, Mighty Mike, and Kay, and Ollie, and Ringo, and Sonny. Picking Weeds Vintage, how are ya?
Hello.
So we're headed to the post office, and then we are going to do some sweeps. So glad you could join us on this edition of Picking Weeds Vintage. And we got a couple boxes to give away, to donate. Got some 35mm camera lenses, got a nice Easter bunny, fruit basket vintage, and a box of goodies. So we'll put our package there, and let's go. Kay is off today, took a vacation day, so it's nice to be able to go picking during the week. Sometimes when you do a sweep of the thrift store on a weekend, it's usually picked out or it's very crowded. So she took off, and it's nice to have you along. I was just telling everybody that it's nice to have you off on a weekday.
It's nice to be off on a weekday.
And how on the weekend it's always crowded, and a lot of times it gets picked out, but you have a better shot during the week. So let's go. Can you remember the last time that you went picking during the week? Was it summertime?
Yeah, it was probably August.
Yeah, so it's nice to have you back. We'll see what we got today. I mean, obviously there'll be Easter stuff, there'll be seasonal stuff. I guess the St. Patrick's Day stuff will be half off.
It's all on sale.
Yeah.
It's a big
Love Lighthouse. Yeah.
Is it like a Boy Scout cot?
It's an army cot. Display. It's a nice display. Love displays. $7.
Hello. Wow. What? Middle of the day. Middle of the week. Sort of. I mean, during the week.
Hey, Dorcas.
I know, it's a treat.
How's it going, stranger?
It's a treat. Well.
Happy spring.
I'm doing a Facebook post. That's how I started it. Happy spring.
I can't remember the last time we were here on a Tuesday.
That's what I kind of looked at you funny.
You're like, what? It's not Saturday.
Or even Friday late afternoon.
Exactly. I got a few boxes in the back of the van I'd like to donate.
Ooh.
And some Easter stuff.
Well, if you want, you can bring it in here, or if you want to unload it right at the back door, that'd be easy.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Whatever. We can do that. Thanks.
All right, Mighty Mike jumping on the mic, and here we are thrifting. Kay took a couple of personal days, some vacation time, and I said, when's the last time we went thrifting? During the day, during the week. So as I'm recording this today, doing the voiceover, it's a cold, rainy, damp day, but I'm seeing a lot of notifications. By the way, follow us on Facebook, Pickin' Weeds Vintage. And it's for all of the local yards, or the yard sales. The flea market season is upon us. Yes, the Saturday markets and all the other markets are starting to come back to life. Yeah! So, I don't know how long it's going to be. 25,600 minutes. But that's Rent, and that was a poor imitation of Rent. And I showed Kay that, and I think she said we either had a Rent mug. Mugs do really well. She's great at picking out the coffee mugs, and you look for advertising, you look for unusual, you look for unique mugs. And depending on which thrift store we're at, sometimes, the price is right, and you just, okay, we can make some money on that and do a flip. So, coffee mugs are great. But, getting excited about the flea market season. Woohoo! Can I get an amen? And there's Peppa Pig. It's like a toy chest. I love how this is at Lighthouse. And there's Peppa Pig and some of the other characters. It's like you walk into someone's living room. And one of the things that I love about Lighthouse is they're always changing it up. They're always changing it around. I made a joke about, since we're already past St. Patrick's Day, we're going to see all the St. Patrick's stuff half off. Love this bookend of a, a falcon or an eagle or whatever. But those are just great. Those are very majestic. But Lighthouse does a wonderful job. You feel like you're in someone's office right now. You're at their desk. And you say, wow, is that a peregrine falcon, Jack Holcomb? It's a falcon of some sort, right? And it would just make a great display. But it's not Easter yet. I guess Easter's coming, midway through April. But it's just great to be back and thrifting and going to do a sweep of one of our favorite thrift stores. And it was great to get out. I love these potatoes. I bought a sack of potatoes here. Isn't that great? It was actually a lot bigger than this bag. This is a small bag, but for $3, that's really cool. I did find a little bit of an imperfection, right there on that last potato. French fried potato, Is that Sling Blade? So, but it's cute. It's cool, and people love stuff like that. But, with a little bit of a tear or whatever, fray in the fabric, we took a pass on it. But, here we are. Look at that. You look like you're in someone's living room. Where's the remote? I want to watch my favorite show. When's American Pickers on?
I'm out making a new flower bed, so I'm a little stiff this morning.
Oh, wow.
Trying to get out of sod and
I hear you. Well, if you want those strawberry plants, let me know what day to bring them in.
oh,
There's no pressure.
that means I need to dig out some more grass. Okay.
Well, if you have a whiskey barrel, because what's going to happen is they jump, or you have a raised garden bed, they'll throw out stringers, and they're constantly reseeding themselves.
Right.
So they spread. So if you have an area, if you don't, you're going to have to keep up with the weeding and all that. But they're easy. They're so low maintenance. Why have that one video on our channel about growing strawberries, how easy they are.
Yeah, they are really easy. They are, except when the weeds get into them, and they're a pain. But
So we're sweeping Lighthouse, and this reminds me of Sigmund the Sea Monster. Does anybody remember the world of Sid and Marty Krofft on a Saturday morning? It was late Saturday morning, and I looked to see if it was from Land of the Lost, but I don't think it was. But it looked like Sigmund the Sea Monster. But when you go thrifting, you're looking for, at least we do, we like to look for unique or unusual items, like an oversized pair of scissors, a heavy oversized pair of scissors, and they have a sale. That's another thing too. Whenever you go thrifting, look for the sales, because they'll tell you, 50% off of clothing. The other day we were at the one thrift store at Humane, I think it was $1 for all the vintage t-shirts. So imagine a guy like me, 6'8". Oh, here's the perfume.
Do you remember when we sold, this one's called Laundromat. Do you remember when we sold
Yes.
Play-Doh?
Yes.
I'm
That's a
gonna
good one.
smell it
Yeah.
later if it smells like a laundromat.
That's so funny.
And we actually captured that from another video that we were at Lighthouse when we bought the Play-Doh. It's Demeter Fragrance Library Laundromat. Imagine having your that fresh laundromat smell. Like it does actually smell like a laundromat. It's amazing how they make that. They capture that scent, that fragrance, that odor in a perfume. But we sold that within 24 hours, so we haven't listed the laundromat yet, but we'll have some fun with that. Hey, that's what it's all about. Look at this cast iron little miniature there. It's pretty heavy for $1.50, but it's all about having fun, because if you're enjoying yourself, whether it's a hobby or you're doing it for a side hustle, part-time, whatever, some extra income, you just have to have fun with it. And when you're having fun with it, I think others can have fun with it as well. As I said, we're going into the flea market season, so for some of you who set up and maybe take some of your wares with you and you display them and you try to make a few extra bucks. It always helps when gas is over $4 a gallon. It came down a little bit, but it's still pretty high. These are all Avon. Oh, those nice artwork there in the back. But those were Avon pieces there, the cologne in front there. That's a nice little display. And I'm kind of going through here pretty fast. And see, we haven't been in a little bit. Here's some Hummel figurines. Boy, remember when Hummel figurines were so popular? And they just do a great display here at this store at Lighthouse. And if you ever get a chance to get there in Myerstown, Pennsylvania, in Lebanon County, I highly recommend it. They're very friendly. So these are $1 a piece. Coca-Cola. We were just watching The Food That Made America on the History Channel, and we watched the episode of Coke versus Pepsi. That is must-watch television. I love the History Channel, and some of the programs lately have been superior. I really, really enjoy them so much. And since we're pickers, you kind of like history if you'd like to go pick it. It's not just about making money, folks. It's always about, first of all, identifying it. How old is it? Was it common? Was it overproduced? Was there a small amount? There's another collection here. A smaller amount of these made. Here are clowns. Speaking of the 70s, the clowns were in 60s and 70s. Send in the clowns. Some people are freaked out by them, but yet there are collectors out there that still like clowns. But it's so funny with clowns, you'll see somebody come in and donate an entire collection. All right, so we move here in the back room, which was a storage room, and they just needed the room because they had so many great donations and great stuff that they decided to add another room. And this Lighthouse, it's only been open, well, it was July 2020. So, boy, they're just really expanding. They've already had 2 times where they expanded. They built an addition on the other side there where I said it looked like someone's living room. And there's the back storage area. And then they had this area, which was storage, but they had so many good things to display that they decided to make it another place to display items for retail. A lot of clothing, sleeping bags, and some cool artwork like the Canadian goose. There he is flying, and there's the bald eagle and a Native American there with that picture, and there's some cars and Donald Duck.
This is cute. Imagine the possibilities. Lions International District 14D 2014 to 2015. You got Leo the lion. $3. It's cute. Bless you.
It's cute, but it's newer, and I left it for somebody else. Duffel bags, those kind of bags, travel bags, they're pretty common, and they're mass-produced, so unless it's spectacular subject matter, I usually put them back. Maybe it's an old, one of those bags from the Philadelphia Phillies that you put in, what do they call it? Not a fanny pack. Is it a fanny pack, the one in the front? But yeah, sometimes you find a cool one with the different advertising. But here we are in the man cave, and they always have good stuff there in the man cave. And if you ever need a couple screws. Got some loose screws. Mighty Mike. No, it's nice. They have everything you can think of hardware-wise. Flashlights there, polish, wax, the whole 9 yards in the man cave. And I found some pretty interesting things in there over the course of since we've been going there, and didn't find anything on this particular trip. But, I've seen men and women in the man cave, and a lot of times what they'll do is they will put a big sale on 25% off everything in the man cave. So I'm not sure if they had that sign up this particular trip, but it's just so good to get out and to do. There's a little squeaky toy. I'll spare you the the noise on your ears, but yeah, we had a good time being able to go out. This was a Tuesday when we went out. I know some people say, I've talked about this before, that the best time to go thrifting is middle of the week, middle of the day, and the worst time to go thrifting is a weekend because everything is cleaned out. A lot of people have off on Saturday and Sunday, and the place has been cleaned out. But I know some thrift stores, they do stock on Saturday, and this particular thrift store, they actually do try to get as much out on the floor, and they usually have a bunch of people working because it's a big day for them. There's some screwdrivers and some other hardware that you might need in the garage and the Craftsman to get at a really good price. It's neat because you see all the things that there's a bowling alley, yeah. Some old bowling balls, some vintage bowling balls. Hey, depending on what the subject matter is, sometimes you can do well with bowling balls. I know we had a Tweety Bird bowling ball that we sold as a set, and we sold it with the other one. Here's some old vintage perfume, Corvette, Charlie, remember that commercial? And some other ones there as well. So much fun, huh? And we're now heading across town to go to another one of our favorites, and that is Jubilee, and this is the big one that they have in Lebanon. Looks like it used to be an old factory, and they did really, really well. I was talking with Dennis there, the manager, and they had a fantastic 2021, and he told me that they're going to be expanding. They bought another building, and that the corporate is going to be moving, so maybe there'll be an extra floor now of thrifting in Jubilee. But Kay wanted to start downstairs, and we don't usually do the downstairs. Love the upstairs. The second floor is my favorite, with all of the furniture, the vintage furniture, the artwork, and you just never know what kind of treasure, statue, or whatever you're going to find for a flip for a profit. It's a fun thing, whether you're doing it for a hobby or a side hustle or full-time reseller, whatever the case may be. If you are a full-time reseller, then you're probably hitting the thrift stores pretty much every day or every other day. Look at that beautiful faux flower display. And we're just walking through here, and I believe the first item that Kay picks out are a pair of Great Adventure mugs. But there's a Disney mug. Disney's always fun. I think it might have been newer, or it might have been a little faded. Speaking of coffee mugs have gone up, and she's very picky about it, because when she puts it under the light box and starts to look at it, and you don't see it in the store, but you might have a chip or a scratch or whatever. Here's a Lebanon Valley College. It's an old pinback with the ribbons on it. So, just doing a quick sweep of the downstairs and seeing what catches our eye and what we can find, what kind of treasure is lurking about. I'm not usually, this shirt was pretty cool, caught my attention, very colorful and very festive, but sometimes I'll look at the clothing and see if they have my size or if they have some good advertising. There's a jersey, and this was Grumpy's jersey. He's Grumpy number 7. So it was a lot of fun. That puts a smile on your face, too. The world is so sarcastic today, and a lot of big problems in the world. So it's nice when you go thrifting, even if you're not buying anything, just to go in there and look at what they have. So this is Great Adventure, and it's a really heavy really, really heavy glass. And what did they want for that? Was it 99 cents or $1.99? I forget what it was. I can't see because I'm moving it so fast. But I don't think we ended up going with those, but I'm not sure why. But she wasn't that crazy about them or looked them up. And sometimes you find a whole bunch posted, and they're pretty common. And if that's the case, then you're competing with everybody else who's selling online. Glass doesn't do that well out at the flea or on Facebook Marketplace. Those are blue glassware. Those are pretty cool. I think I did a pan up to the top shelf here to look at. Yeah, here they are. For some reason, unless it's like a really, really old set, the Depression glass and the green glass that you look through with the flashlight, the name escapes me right now, but we did an earlier episode on one of those, and we sold those in a pretty decent amount of time. But here's a guy from SpongeBob SquarePants. It's just fun. We didn't take him with us. We left him for somebody else. But yeah, it's fun to go through a thrift store. There's Nickelodeon, and see what kind of treasure that they have. Maybe you're decorating a child's room, or you have a new addition to your family. It's fun to go look for things to get for your home. This is a triple, a try. Three chairs here. Almost looks like a movie theater kind of thing. But I was intrigued by that. $73. They have unusual stuff. They have really unique items here at the Lebanon Jubilee. And I see in the parking lot, people come from all over. People come from New Jersey. They come from Connecticut. They come from New York, Delaware, Maryland. The secret is out, but it's a great place. And they have a lot of stores all along the Route 422 corridor. So many people make a whole day of it. And they'll start in one location, and then they'll head east, or they'll start on the east side, and then they'll head west. And you can literally hit a dozen of them in a row, all within the span of maybe, let's say, 10, 12 miles, whatever. So it's very convenient for people. I call it Thrifty Row. And we're fortunate enough to have all these thrift stores in our area. This is a Pier 1. Remember Pier 1 import? And I forget how much they were asking. I think it was $19.99, but it's pretty cool. The purple glass, big vase. Put some faux flowers, those really long stem ones, in there, or some field grass or whatever those things are called. I think I'm coming up on a palm tree. Ooh, look at this one. This is a nice artwork as well. Looks like is that a Mediterranean design? Just a beautiful, one of those light on a canvas, easy to hang. Where's that? There it is. There's the palm tree. People like palm trees, and that is for sale. I forget what they were asking. It might have been $23. But again, if you have somebody in your life who's into the beach, the beachy stuff, then that's a cool thing. Maybe you have a man cave or the basement, and you have a seashell lamp. That's fun to decorate your home with palm trees. There's some goldfish. Speaking of palm trees, get some fish glasses for 49 cents. They're plastic, but they're fun if you're having a party or whatever. And that's another thing, too, as we get into that season of cookouts and picnics and parties and that backyard parties. It's fun to go thrifting and find different things, maybe some party favors or just some decorations like Mickey and Minnie Mouse on their swings. Dennis does such a great job. He's a professional decorator. And then you have Thomas the Tank, and he's cool. And you have the Cars bed from the movie Cars. And then you have all the stuffies over here. They're fun. I was taken in by this picture here where they're looking over the grapes and the field there. They're having a bottle of wine, a man and his wife perhaps, just kind of taking it all in. I think I found, was it Simon and Theodore from the Chipmunks, because we were here not too long ago, and Kay found just the one, and it's Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. So there's Theodore, there's Simon with his glasses looking as cool as ever, and I guess we couldn't find Alvin. So he must have been hiding, or somebody else picked him up. I think they had a string on the back, and you'd pull it, and they would sing or they would say something. Here's a long doggy, maybe a dachshund, I'm not sure. But again, it puts a smile on your face. It's fun. Take the whole kids, take the family, coworker, friend, neighbor, whatever, and go thrifting this weekend. Although we are getting ready for yard sale season, and you'll start to find yard sales pop up in your neighborhood garage sales as well. They're always fun. Here's the Wheaties game. I am not familiar with this at all. It was $2.49, I think that says there. And it's a game. I guess it's a trivia game, but it's just like a Wheaties box. So that kind of caught my attention. How many people collect cereal boxes? Remember when that was really big for a while? All right, I had the camera on the fast speed, so we're looking at some bottles there. There's an old 7-Up bottle for $1.49. It's real thick glass, so that's pretty cool. And then Kay had a neat bank there made in Japan. I wanted to show this too. This is in the furniture section. So these are some glass display cases. And if $161, folks, that's not a bad price at all. Here's another one, and this is for $151, has all the shelving. And then here's another one, and this is for $179. That's a huge case. If you have a display at an antique booth or mall or whatever, keep this place in mind because they do get display units. And boy, they're nice to have for displaying your wares. All right, so this is the middle section when you first come up to the upstairs. And they always have, there I am. And they always have some great items that will catch your eye, will capture your attention, some artwork or some collectibles or some glass with the picture. And it's just fun to look through. There is that Charlie Parker? I can't remember his name. Is it Charlie? I think so. Charlie McCarthy. There you go. And there's a bottle radio, Coca-Cola. That's fun. And what do we got here? We got Woody Woodpecker, one of those soap bottles, I believe that is. And it's a soaky bottle. So, you just never know what kind of treasure that you're going to encounter. And it's fun to show these videos to you. And we want to thank all of our subscribers, especially our newer subscribers. There's an M&M dispenser. Don't forget, you go to YouTube and just hit subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And then you won't miss any new content. Of course, we're on Twitter. And that's the newest social media that we're on. We also have an eBay store. We are on Instagram. And we also have a Facebook page. And coming soon, TikTok. So we'll have some fun with that. But I'm so glad that you're able to join us on this sweep, on two sweeps of two of our favorite thrift stores.
All right, so we had a good morning of picking, wouldn't you say? Early afternoon. And now we're gonna, what do we have here? Our little plates. It's the Taco Bell special. And it's a lunch that you get.
Oh, you got way more chips than me. You owe me chips.
So, we're gonna dig in and check it out. Oh, I know, I got a different portion of chips.
That's all right.
Okay, so we are back at the house and we had a good trip out, hit a couple of our favorite thrift stores and did a sweep. Here is our bounty. Here's our haul. And Kay loves her coffee mugs and she does really well with those, by the way. Here's a Vegas mug. Love that blue interior with the dark blue rim and then the yellow on the outside. Nice bright colors. I love Vegas. $1.49. Original price $6.99. I think she's going to do well with that. We got a milk glass here. New York, New York. Start spreading the news. Right, Sonny? Say, Daddy, don't sing. And then you have, that's a nice one. The milk glass. That was 99 cents at Jubilee. This is a nice one, too. The Northern Cardinal. Jack Holcomb, are you watching? American Expedition. Explore and discover the benefits received from nature. Should be measured by the good it does for your soul. This is a ceramic one, and this is really heavy. Has the lid on, and you can take it off, and it's a really nice coffee mug. Subject matter. Here's a cool one. Houston Police. City of Houston Police, Space City, USA. Only $1. I guess we got that one at Lighthouse. And that was a good find. Subject matter. Remember that when you're buying coffee mugs. And, oh, this is W.C. Fields. You have a face only a mother could love. That was a poor W.C. Fields imitation. That was $1.50. But it does have the original box. And I guess that was a saying that he had. And it's from 1991, made in Korea. So that was another good find. Now, you remember the Play-Doh perfume, and we did really well. Well, Kay found its laundromat flavor. And believe it or not, it smells like you've been to a laundromat. Oh my goodness. How do they do that? Laundromat. I think that's going to do well as well. And I love the old pennants. And look at the colors on that one. Spirit of 76. And this was 99 cents at Jubilee. And you have Mount Vernon, Virginia, Washington's Mansion, also 99 cents. And you have Calvin Klein with the original tags. I think she said she paid $1 or so for that, maybe $1.99 at most, or just over $1.50. So really, not too bad. I think we spent like $15, 2 places, quick sweep, all things that we can resell for a profit. Hey folks, thanks a lot for watching, and thanks a lot for tuning in. Thanks you for supporting our channel. We want to thank all the new subscribers as well. We're Pickin' Weeds Vintage. Give us a like. We are on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We have an eBay store. We're on Flickr. And we're also on Twitter. I'm Mighty Mike. Happy picking, everybody. Laundromat. Ollie, what do you think about laundromat? Do you like the laundromat? Love it.